Hello, everybody. It's me, Steven, and I'm back. And today we're going to be talking about some exciting indie information. That is to say, information about indie games that I'm following, which I happen to be excited about, that I'm going to share with you guys. Anyway, but before we get into that, it is my birthday next week. And Felicity got me this little hunter statue for my birthday. And it's awesome because, for those of you who don't know, Bloodborne statuettes and like minifigures and stuff are really hard to find under $200. And she managed to find one that was not exorbitantly expensive, and she got it for me, and it's great. And he's gonna sit on top of my refrigerator next to the statue of Six from Little Nightmares, and it's awesome. So yeah, he's gonna sit right here for the duration of this video, and yeah, Felicity's great. She's amazing and beautiful, and if you see her, give her a high five. Anyway, so the video. All right, so okay. So, first game that we have some info on is Pray for the Gods. Remember, it's been a while back now, but remember when I said that this game was starting to look like a Kickstarter scam? Well, it looks like I was wrong about that, which makes me really, really happy. For those of you who don't know, Pray for the Gods is a survival game where your goal is to traverse a frozen wasteland to find and kill numerous giant creatures. So basically, imagine Shadow of the Colossus meets Canadian Survival Simulator. Anyhow, as you know, 'tis the season for gaming conventions, and Gamescom was a couple weeks back, PAX West conference was just this weekend, and at PAX West, No Matter Studios, the people who were making Pray for the Gods, showed gameplay of the alpha build, and on a side note, it looks really cool. So, additionally, in their 12th newsletter, No Matter said that they were partnering with PlayStation and Nvidia to get this game launched. So, it looks like they are pretty serious about this. They do plan on releasing a closed beta, which is scheduled for fall of 2018. Late 2018 is still their goal for initial release on PC, but given the game's kind of slow development up until this point, I personally think that we'll probably see the initial release maybe closer to early 2019, and the port to consoles coming maybe mid to late 2019. So it's probably not a game that's like really, really close, but it's close enough to get freaking excited because it looks cool. Okay, so moving on is next we have Hellpoint, which has received an official release window of early 2019. And to me, that sounds like it will be coming probably Q1, but that's just speculation on my part. For those of you who don't know what Hellpoint is, it's a sci-fi Souls-like game with heavy Lovecraftian influences. They also talked about co-op mode, which that always gets me really excited for Souls-like games, because, like, honestly, that's kind of one of the most fun ways to play Souls-like is with friends. Anyway, but it looks real good, and it is coming to Xbox One, PS4, Steam, and the Nintendo Switch. So even Connor can play it. Isn't that nice? Alright, so the next one, I don't know if it's an indie, but I don't care, it looks awesome. Anyway, if you're like me, and you can't wait until Hellpoint to sate your thirst for Lovecraftian horror, fear not. Call of Cthulhu, the official video game, is releasing on October 30th for PS4, Xbox One, and Windows. And I have in my script here, I have in my script here, sorry Connor, better luck next time. I guess I was just feeling like, I don't know. This game is actually based on the role playing board game, not the original H.P. Lovecraft novel. As such, various RNG elements from the board game will be incorporated into the gameplay, and I'm interested to see how that will turn out. I don't know if it will function similar to like things like background, like different checks, like if it will perform, stat checks in the background or something like that. That would seem really cool to me. It might also be pretty cool if the stat checks weren't in the background. Anyway, but I digress. So, it's a detective game in which your character is a detective investigating the mysterious death of a wealthy family on the foreboding Blackwater Island. The game will incorporate heavy elements of atmospheric and psychological horror. It will also incorporate sanity and hallucination mechanics into the mystery solving portions of the game. For example, depending on your character's sanity level, you may end up accidentally picking up a piece of evidence which is actually a hallucination, and that will affect the game's outcome because you made a decision based on something that wasn't real. Anyway, lots of cults, lots of grim and ghoulish and tentacle things, and it looks great. I can't wait for this game. From everything that I've seen, it looks so cool. It looks like it's going to be great, and you had better believe that Felicity and I are going to be playing it on Halloween. Slight caveat, I am still going to read reviews and watch reviews before it comes out, because it would not be unlike a game like this to just end up being terrible. But from everything we've seen, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Anyway, moving on. The last game that I want to talk about is called Immortal Unchained. Now, I will bet that none of you guys have heard of this game. I had never heard of it up until 2 days ago. So apparently it comes out on September 7th, the same day as Spider-Man PS4, which is not the best choice of release date in my opinion, but hey. Anyway, so Immortal Unchained is another sci-fi Souls-like game with key emphasis on gun combat rather than close quarters combat. The concept is interesting, and the aesthetic looks pretty cool, but I will definitely want to see some reviews on this one before making a decision to purchase it or not, especially since it's gonna be $50. So it's only $10 shy of that AAA game mark, and given the gameplay I've seen, the gunplay just doesn't. It looks like it came out stiff when they tried to bake it into the Souls-like formula, and the problem strikes me as the result of a lack of creativity. I don't know. It just it doesn't look super mind-blowing. It doesn't look like it really brings anything to the Souls-like genre. At least nothing super duper positive. However, to be fair, most of the gameplay I have seen comes from the alpha build, and games can change drastically between the alpha build and the full release, so I am reserving judgment and my cash until I have seen some reviews and gameplay of the full release. And that's it. Those are some of the indie games that I have on my radar. There are a couple others, but I guess I can talk about those in another video if I feel like it. Anyway, I hope you guys I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope I got you guys excited for some things that I'm excited for, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Goodbye.